So hi everyone, my name is Brian. Okay, so this is gonna be the first tutorial number 1. It is about body movement. So this is about how you move your body when you're gonna be paddling, and that's actually more like the only tutorial about how to use your body as a full workout and explaining how to do your rotation correctly. As we're gonna focus everything about rotation. Okay, I think I explained earlier what's the difference between rotation and leaning forward. Okay, you can read it. Okay, but our team is gonna focus right on rotation. So talking about rotation, there are several steps you have to follow in order to complete a very good, correct rotation. Rotation also means twisting. Okay, I'm gonna be a right powerless, so I'm gonna show you a tutorial for this one for every right powerless. If you're a left powerless, you have to actually inverse everything. So reverse, like if I'm talking about the right side, you go to the left side. If I'm talking about the left side, you go to the right side. Okay. Therefore, the first step here I want to explain is using your hip. Okay. As my right hip here, I want to move it forward. So if you see here, I want to move it forward, but I also have to move it a little bit on my left. Okay. So if you look at the clock, it's gonna be around 10 or 11 o'clock. Okay. So first step, move your hip forward toward the left. You see here, okay, that's what I'm doing. Moving your hip is one of the most important part of a body rotation. It's the beginning, okay? If you don't move your hip correctly, okay, or you don't move at all, you won't have a full rotation at all, okay? So what you have to know, your hip moves first, okay? The first step, only your hip moves, okay? This hip moves over here, okay? That's the first step. Second step you want to know is your lower back, okay? By moving your hip over here, your lower back here is gonna follow your hip. So by saying that is that you're gonna see that it's gonna be moving your hip like that, okay? That's the first step. And adding your lower back is gonna be more like that, okay? See? This is a little bit more, okay? I'm going to try to show you on my side so you can see it more easier, okay? Moving your hip, then your lower back follows up, okay? That's a natural movement. If you move your hip, your lower back is not following, okay? The first step is actually, it's going to be using more like your upper body, okay? When I'm talking about your upper body, it's more like your shoulder, okay? When you're actually twisting, okay, that's what actually we call more twisting, okay, is that you see your shoulder here as rotation, okay. If I paddle like that, okay, and actually the step 3, my shoulder has to be turned over here like that, okay. If you see, my left shoulder, okay, is gonna be facing on this side, outside, okay. My left shoulder is facing outside, while my right shoulder is going inside, okay? Inside means here, outside means here, okay? That same to means when you're going to be paddling, outside right paddlers are still on the boat, and that's inside the boat, okay? And that's outside the boat where there is the water, okay? Therefore, by saying that, the first step is actually only to move the shoulders here. Okay, you see here, okay, I'm not going to move my hip, I'm not going to move my lower body, okay. I'm just going to move my shoulder to let you see what it looks like, okay. That's going to be the first step, okay. Here, okay, that's what you should do, okay. A very good exercise at the beginning, if you never did that before, is actually to extend your hands. Here, okay, that's how you extend your hand, okay. I'm going to show you here, that's how you extend your hand, okay. By extending your hand, you're going to see yourself that actually your left shoulder is facing, in my case, facing the TV, okay, and my right shoulder is actually facing the camera, okay. But if you look very clearly, okay, that's what you should do, okay? So your back here, static position, facing behind me, and when you do step 3, the back is more facing the TV, okay? That's what we want, okay? We want that shoulder to be facing at the back. So you can actually prepare yourself, and doing that kind of exercise is going to help you understand the step 3. If I don't do it, if I only show you the step 3 without doing, extending my arms, okay, it's going to look like that. Okay? That's going to be step 3. Okay? So now, we want to combine all those steps together, saying that the first step is using my hip, okay? The first step here is that. Second step, with your lower back, like that. Third step, okay, with all step 1 and step 2 included, it's going to look like that. Okay. So first thing, you move your hip, move your lower back, get your shoulder out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in that case, you understand correctly, it's gonna be, you're not gonna be parallel like that. Okay, you're gonna be parallel smooth. As I just said before, you have to do it almost all together. First, you move your hip, and everything follows up. Okay, and you just go back straight. Okay, that's the first step. That's how you twist. That's how you rotate. Okay, this is what you should do. Okay. What you have to know also is that this is not a natural movement of your body. Okay, by doing that, your body doesn't like that. It's not actually trained to twist or rotate. Okay, but what you have to know is that the more you rotate, the more you're doing that kind of exercise, the more your body is gonna be able to be more flexible. Okay, making you be able to rotate more and actually twist more. That's a good thing. Okay, by doing Dragon Boat, the first basic thing is the body movement is gonna help you to actually increase your power of stroke. Okay, and increase every power therefore in your stroke, but without making you more tired. Okay, we're gonna look at that after in the other tutorials, but for now, that's what you should understand is how to use your hips as a first step, and then use your lower back and then go up to the shoulder to make a complete rotation. Okay, so that's the first thing you have to do, and as a homework that I told you guys, we have to actually make it as a reflex. We cannot think when you paddle about those steps. We have to make it as, you know, everything enter your mind, and that's it, that song never goes out anymore. Okay, so every stroke you have to do, you have to use that body movement. That's the basic thing, and if you cannot do it, everything else is wrong.